So as promised, my 2024 yearly predictions. I'll be honest with you, this one was the hardest one yet to sit down and actually try to predict. And the best way that I can talk about this year is gonna be a lot like a phoenix. And in order for a phoenix to rise, first, it must get destroyed and burnt. And I'm not doing this to scare people. I'm not a fearmonger. However, there are some big changes happening this year, which is a good thing. So grab your calendars because you're gonna wanna mark some of these dates down. January 20th, Pluto changes signs for the first time in years. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and my Cancer people, you have been in the shadows for 20 years. It's time to shine, my dears. This will give us a huge boost of spirituality, intuition, technology, and communication. It's also going to change everybody's perspectives on how they see the world and how it's being run. On the 25th, we have a full moon, and that's going to help us with a little bit of an ego boost. And on the 26th, Uranus goes direct, which is full speed ahead for big, big changes, which will then lead us into February, which you will be asking yourself, what do I need to do to change? What needs to change around me to be happy? February 9th is a new moon, and it's all about new beginnings. On the 10th is the Lunar New Year, and in Chinese astrology, it's all about the wood dragon. So it's going to be an earth year with an element of fire. The last time we had a wood dragon year was in 1964 when John F. Kennedy was shot and the civil rights movement happened. You see where this is going, right? In the 16th, Venus heads into Aquarius, so if you're single, get out there and mingle. On the 24th, there is a full moon in Virgo. It's going to be a fight between resting and trying to get things done. Listen to that mind-body-soul connection of yours. On the 28th of February, don't play the what if game because it's really going to be running rampant in your head. What if, what if, what if? Tell your anxiety to sit down and shut up. Which then leads us into March. March is all about communication and making sure that you have all of the information before you just assume something. March 9th and 10th, there's a couple things happening. Just make sure that you are walking the walk if you're going to be talking the talk. You know what I mean? But this is a big and creative, intuitive push. Which brings us to March 19th and 20th. Buckle up, buttercup, because this isn't going to be easy energy. Being a psychic, it's really hard for me to predict this one. I can tell you that whatever will be happening will be global, big. Since it's a year of 8, I'm guessing it probably has something to do with finances. And if I had to guess, I would say digital currency of some sort. March 22nd, expect some skeletons to come out of the closet. But if you've been working on your shadow work up to this point, not a big deal. And then March 25th leads us to a full lunar eclipse. This one's going to be in Libra, so it might give you a bit of an ego check. And then it leads us into April. And April is all about big changes and the possibility of a new era. April 1st, Mercury goes retrograde in Aries, which makes it extra spicy. Oh, and by the way, it's in between the eclipse window, which is going to make it even a little bit more spicy than normal. April 4th is a big push for that romance of yours. But remember, no first states in a Mercury retrograde. April 8th, there is a full solar eclipse, which is big. This is the dawn of a new era, an epiphany, a huge breakthrough with not just us personally, but collectively as well. Because on April 23rd, there is a full moon and you are definitely going to lay down some boundaries and cut some ties. April 25th, Mercury goes direct. Phew. And April 29th and 30th, make some big plans when it comes to your finances. Budget. Which leads us into May, which is all about new beginnings, a new era, a new vision of sorts. May 2nd, Pluto goes retrograde all the way until October, which is good because during this time we need to self-reflect of where we've been, where we're at, and where we want to go. Again, not individually, collectively. May 7th, there's a new moon in Taurus, which by the way, there are 5 planetary bodies in Taurus, which is great for planting seeds of what you really want to be able to harvest them during the fall. Watch out for May 20th. I'm guessing there's going to be some false news or gossip of some sort that isn't necessarily true. May 23rd, watch your mouth, because if you said it, you better do it. Which leads us then to June. June is all about the truth getting revealed. June 3rd is an excellent day to speak your truth, especially with what you mean. Just don't get frustrated in the month of June. Slow and steady wins the race. June 20th is the summer solstice, and this one is going to give you a push to do different things, have different adventures, and meet different people. Because June 29th is excellent for taking a vacation, rest, and relax. July is all about being real. July 2nd, you might notice that the rose-colored glasses are falling off and reality is setting in with all the red flags around you that you can see. Don't be dramatic. Control your emotions. By July 20th, you're going to see where all these red flags came from. You need to learn to forgive yourself for not seeing them sooner. This was a lesson learned. After that, it's a big push for fulfilling your goals, ambitions, and dreams. Don't let anxiety or fear win. Which will lead us into August, which is all about self-reflection and chill time. August 4th, don't be a perfectionist. It's going to be really easy to pick everything apart. Look at the big picture. August 22nd, organize your shit. Get your shit in order. By the 28th, 29th, things will be getting back to normal again. September is all about moving forward. Especially September 1st, you are going to purge lots of old things that you've been holding on to since 2008. September 17th, 18th, there is another lunar eclipse. These might bring some uncomfortable truths to the surface for you to finally deal with. On the 22nd, you may notice that all of your relationships seem to be on the spotlight. One baby step at a time, my dear. Remember to be selfish during this time, because you need to make choices for yourself, not for other people. Which brings us to October. Slow down. Early October, don't decide anything. It's too shifty of energy for you to really decide right now. Hold off. October 11th is going to have you slowing things down, but getting the things done that you need to get done that you've been procrastinating on. All before September 13th, and you get put in your place once again with truth getting unveiled. The 17th, you have to push past your anxiety and your fear and be, once again, selfish for yourself. Because you're going to have some amazing ideas towards the end of October. Keep a tight lip. Don't tell anybody. Which brings us to November. November is a lot like rebuilding a foundation. Because sometimes rock bottom is the best foundation you can build on. And that's just not personal. That's global. At the beginning of November, be real, be honest. Don't lie, because it'll bite you. This is the time to come out to the light. And if somebody has a problem with it, it's because cockroaches don't like light. Mid-November, boundaries are set in place. You're cutting the ties and you are moving forward with or without them. Because on the 19th, you very well could be called by the collective to help us out to change this world. Because Pluto hits Aquarius. And that means civil unrest, rebellion, and new empires. Towards the end of November, you may feel like everything is out of control. So control you first, which will then lead us to December. December is all about rebellion. You are going to get a big push to help humanity or the environment in some way, shape, and form. December 15th will bring solutions to those problems, so pay attention. December 21st is the winter solstice. It's an excellent day to write down your goals, ambitions, and dreams. Then December will bring us a new era, a new beginning, a new feeling. Like I said, this year has been one of the most difficult years for me to try to predict, so I tried to do my best in under 10 minutes. There are going to be a lot of changes that take place, but you signed up for it, incarnating during this time-space reality. And what an amazing time to be alive. Don't let them split and divide us. We are one. We are the ones that are going to make the change happen. And it's time for change. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have an amazing year ahead.